Hi, welcome to my channel Cloud with Girish. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a serverless generative AI solution to remove PII data from a call center transcript summary via a REST API, Lambda, and AWS Bedrock service. Amazon Bedrock is fully managed service that offer choice of many foundation models like Anthropic Cloud, AI21, Jurassic 2, Stability AI, Amazon Titan, and others. I will use recently released Anthropic Haiku foundation model and will invoke it via Amazon Bedrock API. There is no business that can work without having a customer support center, usually referred as call center or care center. When customer calls to get answer for their question or to get resolution for their issue or a warranty support, feedback, etc., typically a call recording and transcript with an acknowledgement get placed in the system. These call recordings and transcripts can be used later to train customer support center staff and to improve customer service. However, consuming these call transcripts can be an effort and time-intensive process. Generative AI-based solution can help accelerate consumption of these transcripts by summarizing the narrative from these transcripts and abstracting the PII data, which is a required consideration when dealing with customer data. This will help increase productivity, save time, and speed up actions to improve customer service, making a positive impact on the business. Let's look at our business use case. There is a transcript available for a case resolution and conversation between customer and support call center team member. A call summary needs to be created based on this resolution conversation transcript. Call summary must abstract and remove PII data from this conversation. An automated solution is required to create call summary. An automated solution will provide a repeatable way to create these call summary notes. Increase in productivity as team members usually work on documenting these notes and can focus on other tasks. I'll be creating the Lambda function via infrastructure as code approach using AWS Serverless application framework and CloudFormation. However, you can create the Lambda function using the AWS console as well. Let's look at the architecture pattern. We have a user who is invoking the API. API is hosted using API gateway. We are passing a call center transcript as the prompt, which is consumed by a Lambda function. Lambda is written in Python Boto 3, and this transcript actually includes the PII data. Lambda will invoke the Bedrock API, which is using underlying foundation model Anthropic Haiku. Bedrock is returning the response after removing the PII data, which is being returned to the user. Prereq for this workshop is just familiarity with AWS console, a transcript of resolution, conversation between customer and support call center team member, knowledge of Python Boto 3, knowledge of AWS Lambda, and basic familiarity with generative AI foundation model concepts. Let's get started. We're going to review the Bedrock service, we'll review foundation models, we're going to request access to the model, we'll review the playground provided by AWS, we'll review some key terms like temperature, top P, max token count. We're going to review the SAM template and Lambda function since we are using the infrastructure as code, the AWS SAM framework. I will build and invoke the function using AWS SAM, and once my function is validated, I will deploy the function using AWS SAM. We'll validate the GenAI model response using a prompt and review the response and the CloudWatch log, and we'll look at some Bedrock service pricing. So Amazon Bedrock is a fully managed service that offers choice of many foundation models like Anthropic Cloud, AI21, Jurassic 2, Stability AI, Amazon Titan, and others. Since Bedrock is another serverless offering from Amazon, It allows integrating with popular foundation models and also allow to privately customize foundation models with your own data using the AWS tools without having to manage any infrastructure. Like I said, you have choice of many different foundation models, and here is a view of all the providers supported by AWS. AI21 Lab, Amazon, Anthropic is a very popular model, Cohere, Meta, Mistral AI, and Stability AI. I'm going to use Anthropic Cloud 3 family, the Haiku model. I'm going to request the access to the model. Before a model can be used, you need to request the access. So I'm going to request the access, and typically for Amazon models, it takes few minutes to get access. For Anthropic Haiku, it may take a few hours to get the access. Let's review the playground. AWS via console provide a playground to pass the prompt and get the response using various foundation model. I will not be using the playground, rather will use Bedrock API to provide the prompt and get the response. Let's review a few key terms. Temperature is a value of 0, indicate that less random generation. A value of 1 means more random generation. Top key, if value is less than 1, it will have less probable set of token, and then max token count, this indicate max number of tokens to generate. Responses are not guaranteed to fill up the maximum desired length. Tokens are factor in the overall cost, hence it is worthwhile to pay attention to max token you want to use based on your business case and business scenario. Let's review our AWS SAM template. Again, I'm using infrastructure as code approach. That's my favorite way to code the Lambda function, as it gives the flexibility to make changes, run it locally before I'm ready to deploy it to AWS cloud. So in this SAM template, I have two resources. One is the my REST API resource, and the second is my Lambda function. I'm using a timeout of 120 seconds. My runtime here is Python 3.12, and then I have my Lambda handler defined here. I'm also using a couple of environment variables here. You don't have to use it. You can hard code the value in your code. I just like to keep the key value outside of the code so that it gives me flexibility to make changes on the fly and play with the different parameter values. Let's look at our Lambda function. Very straightforward code. I'm extracting the value from the environment variable. I have the standard try catch blocks. I'm checking if I'm getting the prompt via a post method. If it's not a post method, then I will return the appropriate message. I'm gonna check for the prompt value, and if I do have a prompt, I'm building a prompt body and then passing it to Bedrock runtime. Once I have the response, I'm returning that response to the consumer. I will build the function using the AWS SAM command, and once my function build is succeeded, then I will use the SAM local invoke command by passing my function name and also a sample payload JSON to the function. And as you can see on my screen, I'm able to run the function. I'm getting the value from the function. So at this point, I will deploy the function using AWS SAM. Once my function is deployed, I can either use an app to invoke the API and get the response, or I can use a tool like Postman to validate the response. I'm going to use Postman to pass a transcript per our business use case, and this transcript had the summary of conversation between customer and a call center rep. So I'm going to pass it using Postman, a transcript file. And here is the response that I have received. Now, if you note here, all the PII data from the conversation has been replaced with the hash signs. And this is per our business case scenario, and also like how we have coded the Lambda function. In your Lambda function, you can replace the hash with the XXX or any other value, and then the model will look at it and remove the PI data or abstract it with how we have coded in the Lambda function. So here, the customer name, the account number, the 4-digit of social security, this all has been abstracted from the transcripts. Here is the CloudWatch log. Again, we are seeing this is all coded in the Lambda function, and that's why we are seeing it in the log. I'm capturing the request that I'm getting, and I'm also capturing the response that's being provided to the consumer. So with this workshop, a serverless generative AI solution to remove PII data from a call center transcript summary via REST API, Lambda and AWS Bedrock service has been successfully completed. Python Boto 3 were used to invoke the Bedrock API with the Anthropic Haiku. As GenAI solution keeps improving, they will change how we work and bring real benefit to many industries. This workshop shows how powerful AI can be in solving real-world problems and creating new opportunity for innovation while saving the time for many man-hours. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm working on some other interesting content on various AWS topics. These will be posted soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.